Welcome to Florida Man News. Oh yes, it's time again for a little more Florida Man. We've got the wacky and bizarre, do some pretty dang cool, and also heroic. So without further ado, let's get started. A Florida woman saw a baby dinosaur running through her yard, saying that's exactly what it was. She said any animal that she came up with that would be walking around at 3:40 in the morning wouldn't be walking this way. She said maybe she's watched Jurassic Park too many times, but she saw a raptor or some other small dinosaur. Some are saying that it's just a large bird, which is known to inhabit the area. For example, the sandhill crane. Some people say they get it in their yards all the time. But she doesn't agree. She thinks it's a baby dinosaur. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. She says as a native Floridian that she can attest that it was absolutely a baby dinosaur. It came from the underworld, through the aquifer of the lizard Illuminati. What else would it be? A Florida pastor invites an alligator to church and offers it his business card. On June 29th, the alligator showed up at a church in Florida. He posted photos and videos online, and it went viral. He said it visited the church through a storm drain. When he saw it at the front door, he decided to make the most of the opportunity, and he clicked a couple of selfies and took a video of him inviting the alligator in. Even though he offered him to come inside, the unimpressed animal just wandered back into the drain. The pastor himself said that the gator was not ready to accept the Lord. Florida man sues artist over invisible sculpture, the one that sold for over $18,000. Early this June, an Italian artist by the name of Salvador made headlines when his invisible sculpture sold for $18,300 at auction. A lot of people made this a joke, since the piece of art was literally made of nothing. Well, that didn't take kindly to this one Florida man, who claimed that he did come up with the idea of an invisible sculpture initially. He threatened to file a lawsuit, claiming that the Italian artist stole his idea, and he didn't get credit for it. As a matter of fact, back in 2016, his invisible sculpture was put on display at a community plaza. It was aptly titled, "Nothing." When he saw the piece that was sold, he thought, that's exactly my idea. And he thought his recognition for absolutely nothing was important. Well, he tried to contact him, and it was dismissed right away. So he hired an Italian attorney. He said if you Googled Tom Miller Nothing, you can easily see I had the whole paradigm before Salvador even thought of doing the sculpture. Well, here's hoping that you get paid for nothing. Literally. A 70-year-old Florida woman faces multiple charges after ramming into cars on Highway 98, causing multiple accidents and driving away. She was eventually caught in Panama City after driving into the side of a moving train. She told authorities that she was trying to get to a space shuttle launch so that she can go to the moon because it was urgently important. You know there's steps in how to do this. Why don't you read the prologue of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Tell you what, if you guys want me to read it to you, just tell me, and I'll do so. A Florida man in his underwear hits a deputy in the face with the Bible, screaming, "I condemn you!" Then he poops himself. This 39-year-old Florida man broke into another guy's house to steal clothes. When the cops arrived, he confronted him, wearing only his underwear, ran up to the deputy screaming, "I condemn you!" then hitting him in the face with the Bible. Well, after some struggle, he got tased and finally handcuffed. But wait, there's more. Since he couldn't break free, he decided to push out his next attack to break free. Yes, he pooped himself. Well, the man did admit to burglary, and the body cam showed him clearly assaulting him with the Bible. I guess you would call that inappropriate application of the Bible. A Florida man pretends to be a firework, screams noises in the middle of the night. On the night of June 25th, the man started screaming loudly at 3 a.m. at night. In a video taken of him, the man was heard screaming, "Firecracker! Boom!" He seemed to be upset that people were celebrating early. Apparently this was in protest over other people celebrating too soon, because when she screamed at him to stop, he used expletives, screaming, "Bottle rocket! Yeah, it's effing annoying, isn't it? Quit effing doing it in the middle of the night!" A reporter for the local news went door to door, asking if they were the angry man, and no one was admitting it. In Florida, fireworks are only legal on 3 days: New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, and Independence Day. I guess he got so mad he exploded. Oh, that was terrible. A Florida man wrecks a liquor store and blames it on a caterpillar. Okay, this Florida man was arrested for destroying a liquor store. He told the police that he identified as Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and the hookah-smoking caterpillar ordered him to attack the site because, according to him, the caterpillar was offended, and he had a problem with them building a place to sell alcohol. He used a forklift breaking into the fenced-in area, causing over $100,000 in damage. And allegedly, he's getting the Mad Hatter as his lawyer. Florida man arrested after 1 month of eating Slim Jims at a gas station for free. The man claimed that he was from corporate, and they sent him as a regional gym inspector. I think it was quite brilliant that he actually got away with it for a whole month. As a matter of fact, it got so much attention that Slim Jim themselves tweeted to set the man free. A naked Florida man hip thrust a tree before punching a deputy in the face. A man was accused of wandering naked around Lehigh Acres and pounding on doors. The 21-year-old Florida man was high on drugs and was found hugging and hip-thrusting trees. When cops arrived on the scene, they had to swerve to keep from hitting him as he ran out into the street. When they tried to apprehend him, he punched one of them in the face. They finally handcuffed him and took him to the regional hospital because the drugs was still in his system. So apparently the tree wasn't the only hardwood there. Now for a Florida man badass. Florida man rescues a puppy from the jaws of an alligator without dropping his cigar. He saw his puppy in the jaws of an alligator as it dived underwater. Well, he jumped in, grabbed the alligator, brought him to shore, wrestled his mouth open to save the puppy. He doesn't want the alligator to be removed or put down, because, as he says, they're a part of nature and a part of our lives. So way to go, Florida man. A Florida family turned a Kia Soul into the Ecto-1 from the Ghostbusters. You can see this epic picture right here of them cosplaying and the really cool job they did. I'd love to drive it. And I saved the best for last. Here's a Florida man hero, or should I say Florida boy, which makes it even more epic. A 7-year-old Florida boy swims an hour to shore to save his father and sister. The father anchored his boat in the river to fish, and he had his 2 children with him, 4-year-old sister and the 7-year-old Florida boy. Well, the 4-year-old girl lost her hold on the boat because of the strong current, so the Florida boy also let go to stay with her. Only the girl was wearing a life jacket. He said he felt really scared. That's when their father jumped in and grabbed the girl. He told his dad that he loved them because he wasn't sure what was going to happen. To save his dad and his sister, he started swimming toward the shore, doggy paddling and floating on his back to keep from tiring out. He had a very hard time swimming toward the shore because the current was going the opposite direction, but once he reached land, he went to the nearest house for help. They were able to send out the fire and rescue department, eventually finding the father and daughter and saving both their lives. Now, if that doesn't say Florida man hero, I don't know what does. Thank you all very much for joining me for this edition of Florida Man. Hope you guys enjoyed these news stories that I found. They're all linked in the description, so you can look them up yourself. Thanks, and I'll be back again soon. I'm thinking about doing some creepy shorts, basically one short story. It should be on sometime later this week. So hope you guys enjoy. I want to give a special thanks to my patrons. Your help has been greatly appreciated. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, this is Dallas, signing off.